Hello, Ducks fans. Welcome to another episode of the Quack Report. My name's Carter. I'm joined by Nate, and this is going to be an emotional episode, I think. And here we go. Nate's going already.
I'm just guessing already.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
That sums it up. Yeah.
End of an era.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's coming at some point, but like when he announced that a few weeks ago that Getzlaf was retiring, it was like, man, really? Like we're getting to this point now.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like 17 seasons with the same team. That's so impressive.
Yes, 17 seasons and then 17 seasons with the same team. Like,
yeah,
like
both
accomplishments
both of those, yeah.
in itself, right? Like, man, what a career, honestly. So,
yeah, absolutely.
And like we were talking about the last episode. Like, my biggest takeaways from Ryan Getzlaf were just respect and character out of that guy. And I think you saw it over these last couple of games that we've had since our last episode, right? Playing the Kings one last time. And
like the respect that he got from like Kopitar and Quick and like and Brown and some of the other guys that have been there for basically the same amount of time as him, like just to see like even though they seem to hate each other on the ice, like there's that respect there.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a big thing. Like there's not a lot of players that earn that respect from the opposition, especially when it's like that close of a rivalry, right?
Yeah, 100%. Just man, yeah, like even before we started like doing this podcast and that kind of thing, right? Like not as invested in the Anaheim Ducks. We've been open and honest about that. Yeah, just always respected Ryan Getzlaf, and you could see what he did for the community of Anaheim and the surrounding area and everything like that, right? He was big in the community and everything like that. Just a class act, honestly. So, and I mean, would hope so, considering he's from Canada. He's not too far from where we are and that kind of thing. Yeah. But so we kind of hold a little piece of that, I think, for ourselves. But yeah, just class act. That's really, I think, the best way to describe it. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to it. We'll definitely be talking a lot more about Getzlaf on this episode, but
yeah, no, nothing I really want to add at least at this point. Like I think that like sums it up in a nutshell. Like if you just want to hear our thoughts on Ryan Getzlaf from like if you're a listener from like an opposing team, like that sums it up. Obviously, don't like go anywhere. We want you to stick around. But, like, but if you want, like, if that's the too long didn't read version of it, like he's just mad respect from everybody.
Yeah.
So and like he's just a huge leader. Like we heard from Comtois in the intermission about like how much Getzlaf like helped kind of bring him into the organization, and like I'm sure Zegras and Drysdale and all the other guys that have come through in the last, I don't know, probably 15 years, because obviously he was that rookie for the first few seasons. But I guess he's been captain for 12 years. So probably the last 12 years, right? He's been the guy that's like, hey, welcome to the Ducks. Like, and making them feel at home and like part of the family. So
like hell, this guy even watched Cam Fowler grow up in front of him, right? Like as teammates and stuff like that. Like Getzlaf has obviously been around for a long time and is just a staple of the Anaheim Ducks at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's going to be super weird to think of to think of the Ducks and not think of Ryan Getzlaf. Like obviously you'll think of Ryan Getzlaf, but like he won't be part of the team, right? So it's just like I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It's like I don't know. I don't even have a comparison. I literally don't. But
yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, okay. If you want to draw comparisons, it's I'll try to think of like some more kind of modern. It's Jarome Iginla to the Calgary Flames. It's Wayne Gretzky to the Edmonton Oilers. Honestly,
yeah.
it's. I mean, I guess Gretzky kind of goes with the Kings as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about those two guys though is like you think of them like Jerome McGinley. It's like, oh yeah, you think of the Flames first, but then you're like, oh, but then there was like Boston and Colorado, and then with Gretzky,
like those,
like Oilers,
those
and then you're
stands.
like, yeah, Blues, Rangers, Kings. So like,
okay,
there's
it's
those other teams too.
Yeah,
so
it's Carey Price to the Montreal Canadiens, right?
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
It's Sidney Crosby to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm trying to think of some more modern examples of. I know none of these guys have retired yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, hell, it's even though he went and played for Colorado and San Jose, which like those ones still throw me off. Getzlaf got to the level of a Teemu Solani to like attachment to a team, right? In everyone's mind. So like whether obviously he didn't go anywhere else, right? But he achieved that level of attachment. So
yeah, it's just insane. And it's like, yeah, I don't have any more words. Honestly, it's just
so now we
so
just
cool.
now we just speculate on when the jersey when number 15 goes to the rafters. Hey, now we just speculate on that.
Dude, it's got to be next season. Like,
oh, it has,
at some point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they would pick a specific team to do it against, like, say the Kings, or if they would just kind of like pick a night. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Because like if there's a player that like played for multiple teams, like they usually try and line it up with like kind of the next biggest team that they played for. But obviously with Getzlaf, you
didn't play for anybody else.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have to go for like a rival or something like that, like the Kings. I feel like that's one of the better ways to do it. So
yeah, either that or if Corey Perry is still in the league, whatever team he is on.
Yes.
When they come to town. So like if he's still in Tampa next season, then it'll be the night that Tampa's
in town.
Honda Center. Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
I feel like
that's a great idea. Actually, I love it. Yeah, I love that idea. And you know that if Tampa wasn't playing today, I believe they did. Tampa was playing Florida today.
Yeah.
You know, if Tampa wasn't playing today, that Getzlaf or that Perry would have probably done his best to be in Anaheim for tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Just spectating even.
For sure. Yeah. Actually, Perry, I just had to look it up because I thought he was signed for 2 years. He's signed next year with a full no trade clause with the Lightning. So that
perfect.
Yeah, that he could do that. I think probably the only team he waives for is Anaheim. But
at this point.
But I think that would be like if he didn't win a cup with another cup with Tampa, and if like Tampa was out of a playoff spot next season, which isn't going to happen, right? Like,
yeah. If Perry's calling it a career and he wanted to come back, right?
Yeah,
because he's making what, league min? $750?
Like $1 million. Yeah, $1 million.
Yeah, pretty close. It's something that the Ducks could easily take in if they wanted to. And I mean, the guy still produces and everything like that, right? He's not just a bag of puck skating out there. So, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that, honestly, and that's the idea that I'm going to be sticking with at this, like from now on as well. Just when next season schedule comes out, definitely look for the Tampa Bay Lightning coming to town, and that would be a great opportunity to be able to do that, to have Corey Perry in the building with him. So the guy who Getzlaf got the most assists from and that kind of thing, right? So
yeah, and if you're thinking of going to an Anaheim game, just not you specifically, anyone in general, as soon as that schedule comes out, buy a ticket to the game where the Lightning are in town.
Yeah,
just do it right away before they even announce it, because if they announce that, those ticket prices are gonna like
skyrocket. Well, I mean, you and I saw it. Oh, why am I blanking on the name? Who retired the night that we went to that Oilers game?
Oh, Kevin Lowe.
Thank you. Yeah, like we bought those tickets before that retirement was announced, and I took a look at those tickets, and they skyrocketed 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah. Those plans would have fallen apart if we hadn't got those
completely
tickets beforehand.
completely would have fallen apart.
Yeah.
So, and that's where you were talking about as well of like, oh yeah, they try to do it with somebody else that he played for because Lowe played for the Rangers for quite a while. So
Yeah,
if I'm not
exactly.
mistaken, yeah.
Yeah, he played with Messier for a little bit in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
I think it was only a few seasons. I don't totally remember because I was not born then, or I was like a sperm, or I was like 1 year old. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I guess we got some games to talk about, but we'll center it obviously around Ryan Getzlaf for the most part. So
yeah. So let's kind of get into it here, starting with the LA game and then into the Blues. But full transparency, I didn't watch this LA game.
good thing I did.
Yeah, and I didn't even bother with the highlights either, just to like see what was going on, because at this point in the season, A, doesn't matter, and B, like we're not going to spend a lot of I knew we weren't going to spend a lot of time on this game.
No.
So
No.
I know, call me a shitty Ducks fan for skipping out on a what do they call it, highway to hell battle or something,
Freeway
frenzy.
No, I don't even remember at this point either.
Yeah, I don't remember the battle.
My brain is filled with Ryan Getzlaf's bald head currently.
Yeah. Yeah. Bash me for skipping out on the Battle of SoCal, but it's whatever. Like this Blues game was the big one of the weekend. So, so Nate, take it away on this game against the Kings.
I mean, I thought it was a good game played by both sides, to be honest with you. Obviously, Jonathan Quick played amazing again. I did a hit earlier today with Brad Bird on the on Flames Unfiltered, and we were talking a little bit about the Kings, just with their playoff chances and stuff like that. And I said, like, really, that team is going to be going to the playoffs with Jonathan Quick, like, dragging them, kicking and screaming, pretty much.
Yeah, as far as Jonathan Quick is able to drag that team is as far as they're going to go in the playoffs.
100% at this point. Yeah, he played awesome again, and I mean, just as a goalie fan and that sort of thing, it was so much fun to watch him. Yeah, I thought it was a really tight game again until the third period and whatnot, and but I think the big thing for Ducks fans coming out of this game, obviously, is, you know, it's Getzlaf playing the Kings for the last time, but also Trevor Zegras now is the highest scoring Ducks rookie in franchise history, passing Bobby Ryan. So
hell yeah.
Zegras is now at 58 points, if I'm remembering this correctly. So,
yeah, because I don't think he got a point tonight, did he?
I don't believe so. Oh no, he got an assist, so I think he should be at 59 now. Then
yeah, that sounds right. What goal did he assist on?
Oh, like for tonight's game?
Yeah,
he assisted on the second goal, the Mayhew goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mayhew from Zegras and Schuster.
Right. Yeah, they were on a line together tonight. So we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah.
But yeah, congrats to Trevor. That's gonna be a record that potentially stays for a season. Because remember, people, we got Mason McTavish coming up here too. Yeah,
right. I thought you were gonna say like he was gonna break it next season, and I was like, I don't think that's how this works. But yeah, you're.
I'm gonna break my own rookie scoring record. You're not a rookie anymore. Ah, fuck.
I guess the only way you could do that is if you just went on an insane tear in your 9 games and scored like, I don't know, like 6 points a night, or no, it'd have to be more than that. 7 points a night. That'd be 63 points in 9 games. And then the next season you were still a rookie, and then you put up more than 63.
Yeah. And it would have to be those 9 games or like at the end of the season. Otherwise, you're playing EA NHL. Like,
yeah,
score 60 points in like your first couple of games. Yeah, okay, we're gonna send you back down. You'll be fine. You're just like, I carried the team to 9 straight wins. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, such a broken game, but it's so much fun at the same time. I still say that I am one of the few reasons as to why EA in Vancouver is able to keep the lights on, because I keep buying that game every year since 2004. So good old Danny Heatley of the Atlanta Flames on the cover of that one.
Yeah.
Um,
You also buy like every Star Wars game that comes out too, and that's an EA property. So you're like you're
I guess the
basically
last
paying the
couple,
headquarters
yeah.
utility bill.
Pretty much, yeah. So me. I at least I didn't get into like the monetization or whatever that Battlefront 2 was doing for the first little bit until they were told by like every government to shut it down because it was gambling for children, pretty much.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
that's very illegal. Do not do that, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid game overall, though. Zegras takes the rookie scoring record and Getzlaf plays his last game against the LA Kings. And yeah, we were talking already about, like guys like Kopitar and Brown and Jonathan Quick, especially. Those are the three guys that really stood out to me that like took the time to talk to them and whatnot. Because those obviously those guys have played against each other for a very long time. And I mean, it stems outside of the NHL as well, right? Like those guys would have played on international teams against each other, right? Jonathan Quick for the US, Kopitar for, oh God, where's he from? Czech Republic, I think? No.
I thought so.
This is going to bug me now.
Yeah.
I'll say Kopitar. Where's he from? Slovakia. There we go.
Oh, yeah. The other one.
Yeah.
And Dustin Brown's from the US as well. I wasn't 100% sure on that, but I just looked it up. So,
and
I don't know
Brown
if he
was
ever played on
also,
it.
yeah, Dustin Brown was also from that same 2003 draft class.
Oh, okay.
So, and then Kopitar was just a couple years later in 2005. So, yeah, really, all of those guys have played against each other for all of these years. When was Kopitar's first season in the NHL? 2006, 2007. So it had been a season after Getzlaf started playing because Getzlaf started in the 05-06 year. So
yeah, so basically their whole career,
their entire careers they played each other. Yeah, in like that crazy rivalry. So
yeah, no, that's crazy.
But
it was cool to see like the respect from the Blues as well. Like obviously some of them would have played with Getzlaf on Team Canada. David Perron was a former Duck at one point. I'm trying to remember if there was any other players that were former Ducks on tonight's Blues roster.
Yeah, I had to chuckle to myself about Perron because the entire crowd was cheering like crazy when Getzlaf's assist was announced on Henrique's goal there to make it 6-3. And Perron with like a very near wide open net on a cross ice chance. Like, how brutal would that have been, though? Like, everyone's cheered for this guy, and you just go, nope, I'm going to put it in the net and shut you all up.
I wonder if that went through his mind.
Of the net. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I wonder if that went through his mind where he was winding up and he was like, this is Getzlaf's moment, but I got to make it look like I'm not just giving up on the play. And he just fired it like so. Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, it hit the outside of the net, so like he wasn't too far off.
Yeah, but like it was either
it was
just,
enough. But
he was really nervous, or he, had a split second thought where he was like, maybe I shouldn't do this.
You just know that either
the game
way
was already over at that point, right? Like,
yeah. You just know that either way, though, John Gibson was shitting his pants right there because he's like splits across the ice. I can't let in 7.
Yeah.
Oh man, but like I'm not gonna get like crazy deep into the team or anything like that tonight. The first period was great, and I had very high hopes for it. Unfortunately for like everybody, those hopes got shot down in the second period, going from a 2-0 lead to 4-2 after the second.
Yeah, I was waiting for us to get a third goal there, like on 4 or 5 shots or something like that. And I was like,
yeah,
God, please let us chase Husso. Then we can put Binnington in and light him the fuck up too. Like that would be perfect. But unfortunately, Husso figured his shit out. So, and I mean, I don't even blame him. Like he went through the whole pregame ceremony, just like standing around waiting, and then he didn't see a shot for like, what was it, like 8 minutes or like 5 minutes maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever time the first goal was at.
Well, that Comtois goal was the first shot of the game at the 10:31 mark.
So Yeah, dude was
You're
just
skating around and
standing
everything like
there.
that, but like you literally haven't felt the puck come towards you. Like
Probably for like a good, I don't know, half hour, like of like
something like
actual
that, yeah.
real world time. Like that's
Yeah, from like warm-ups to the actual goal against. Jeez.
oh yeah, I guess yeah, he wouldn't see a shot until like since warm up. So yeah, dude, that's probably like an
It could have
hour.
been like a
Just
half an hour. Yeah.
like waiting for a shot. So like no wonder he let the first two in and then eventually like got into it. But
Yeah.
so yeah, but you're right, just kind of gave us hope, and then that was shut down very quickly in the second.
Yeah. Like I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't mind like losing these end games kind of thing because it helps the placement in the draft, right? I was like, but this is the game that I want them to win for Getzlaf. And
Yeah.
unfortunately we couldn't make it happen. But you know what? As much as it like sucked to see the way that it ended,
Mhm.
it also did get kind of brought back up with the fact that Getzlaf got one more assist. Sure enough, everybody's yelling in the building for him to shoot, and he goes, "No, I'm going to give this sweet dish instead to Uncle Rico over
Yeah.
here."
It wasn't even just like a normal pass. Like he could have just like backhanded it through the defender's legs or whatever. He was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm going no look behind the back, tape
Yeah.
to tape for Henry
Beautiful.
on the open net. Yeah. Husso's jock strap is in the fucking rafters. Like,
Yeah, Getzlaf turns and he just goes, "I'll sign that for you after."
they leave it up there,
Oh.
and then when they hang his number 15 up, the jock strap is still there.
Yeah, the jock strap stays up there for his final assist.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's really anything else about the game specifically that you want to talk about. I want to talk about like the ceremony
No.
and like the post game and everything like that.
Yeah. Well, sorry, just last thing with that assist. Like I was kind of mentally checked out of the game at that point. Like I had it on and I was like paying attention.
You're
but-
mentally checked out of the game, but you're just mentally preparing yourself for what's coming up, pretty much.
Yeah, but then I heard the crowd get into it, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I looked up, and Getzlaf's entering the zone. I was like, "Okay, like what's going on here?" Like the Blues were all over him all game, so I was like, well, "Probably nothing's going to come of this." And then I saw the defender got between him and the net, and I was like, "This is a dead play." And then all of a sudden, it's in the back of the net, and I audibly said, "Like, no way!" Like he actually just did that. Like for his, I guess it was second last shift, but like had he not done that, it was probably going to be his last. Well, no, I guess it'd probably still be his second last. But yeah, second last shift of the game. He was like, you know what? I just want to get one more assist, and I want to make it a sick one.
Yeah.
And just like just that perfect, like that's the thing about hockey players. It's like it seems like they can just at whim or at will, like just make a sick play. Like
Right.
not all the time, but like in the moments where it matters, they're like guys like Connor McDavid, Alex Ovechkin, like Steven Stamkos, Sidney Crosby, and now like Ryan Getzlaf in like this big moment. He's like, you know what? I just want to do one more like really sick play, and then they just do it. So it's just insane.
A little 12-year-old salt in the wound for our American listeners, which is the majority of you. Jerome McGinley, no look behind him to Sidney Crosby for the overtime winner in the 2010 Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like just that. Yeah, let's go for it. there you go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
No, I 100% like, yeah, there's the only way that could have been any better is if that was like a game winner or something like that.
Yeah, a game winner to Corey Perry, who like terminated his contract with the Lightning and signed a one-day contract with the
he pulls like a movie
whatever.
Mighty Ducks, and he got like the whole like the arch or something like that, or he walks out of the smoke and onto the ice and like just joins the play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like NHL 3
like,
style.
Movie, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. NHL 3 style. Like there's like a 5-minute or like a TV timeout, like with less than 5 minutes left, and they come back and they're like, oh, what's this? Smoke coming out of the Zamboni doors, and then like Corey Perry in slow motion like rips both the doors open and like skates out onto the ice like with like an OG Mighty Ducks jersey on, and then does that shit with Getzlaf. That'd be perfect. Chills, man. Chills.
Oh yeah.
But,
part of me was
with
really
this,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say with this assist, because like obviously this was like a huge moment for like this, like everybody's gonna remember this for. I mean, if you're a Ducks fan, if you're like, I don't know, a fan of the Senators, you probably don't really give a shit. But for Ducks fans, this was such a big moment, and that so that behind the back assist for Getzlaf's last point of his NHL career, it's just a big energy move.
There you go. It's a what now, Carter?
A big energy move.
One more time because Getzlaf deserves it.
A big energy move.
Thank you. Now,
it took me so long the second time because I clicked on it and it like thought I wanted to drag it and like to reorder the clips. I was like, no, I just want to play it.
Now, you know me, I'm a big jersey guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about the fact that Ryan Getzlaf is the last remaining Anaheim player to be a Mighty Duck, right? Obviously, there's still Corey Perry, who is the last remaining Mighty Duck, but I think it would have been really cool and would have been a massive moneymaker, I think, if the Ducks did a specialty jersey for tonight, similar to like the 25th or the 20th anniversary when they brought the original Mighty Ducks jerseys to the Reebok Edge template, right? And wore those for a night.
Yeah.
In celebration of the 20th anniversary. If they did that for Getzlaf tonight, considering that's the first jersey he wore. Or honestly, cool. And I mean, even if you want to keep it within everything, you throw in one more Orange Knight, right? Like wearing the alternate with the Mighty Duck on it. I know the Samuelis would absolutely hate that, even though they were wearing those jerseys tonight.
They wore them tonight, yeah.
Henry
Sorry, they weren't even wearing the Authentics. They were wearing the Fanatics jerseys. Did you notice? You obviously
I noticed that too. Yeah. And like, okay, so you're going to really get me on a different tangent here. Whenever there's special guests at Honda Center, they always give them the Fanatics jerseys. Like, why? Come on.
Are the Samuelis really a special guest? They own the fucking team. If they wanted to, they could go and up to like Trevor Zegras' locker and be like, I'm wearing your jersey right now. Like, who's going to say no to them? They own the fucking team. Like they could have just went to the rack in like the Ducks shop and picked out a jersey and been like, this is mine now. And then, but like, why do they have to wear the Fanatics?
This is a write-off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
like it's a super small thing. Obviously, it doesn't take away from anything. I just think it would have been really cool for Ryan Getzlaf to end his career with the Mighty Duck logo on the front, considering that's how he started it. But I understand as well that literally 16 of the 17 years he wore the Mighty or just the Ducks branding. So I get it.
That's true.
But I still made sure I did put out a little thing, like a graphic of like thank you captain and everything like that as well. And I made sure that the young Getzlaf picture was from his rookie season wearing the Mighty Duck number 51 as well, his rookie number.
Oh yeah.
So I made sure to do that. And then the more recent picture being the Mighty Duck, like the orange Mighty Duck. So I made sure. Don't worry.
Nice.
I'll keep that branding alive. If I mean, majority of the fans and again, I've talked about this multiple times, but I was specifically tonight looking behind Guy and why am I forgetting his name right now? It's late.
Yeah, I know.
During the intermissions, though, right? Because they have the glass behind them where the fans can look in and at the studio and everything like that. Kent, thank you. Yeah. Why was I forgetting that?
Yeah, it took me a while.
Only been listening to them for how many years, right? But like,
yeah, I was like John, and I was like, no, that's the play-by-play guy. I was like, what's the intermission guy's name?
Yeah, John and Brian, and then Kent and Guy. But I always look behind to see what jerseys people are wearing. And I think I maybe saw one Ducks branded. Everything else was Mighty Ducks. Except for whoever, if you're listening to this, whoever was wearing the Calgary Hitman jersey, props to you. That's beautiful. I looked at that and I was like, is that? Oh yeah, that is. The Calgary Hitmen being Ryan Getzlaf's junior team in the WHL there. I think he's only one of two. Oh man, if I'm remembering this correctly, 2 Calgary Hitmen to have their jerseys retired by the Hitmen. So
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like in the NHL. I was like, it hasn't been retired, but yeah.
Oh,
but by the
no. Sorry,
Hitman, yeah.
like by the Hitman. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
was
so
just
if that
confused where you were
person's
going with that.
yeah, but if that person's listening who's wearing the Hitman jersey tonight at Honda Center, props to you. I loved that. That was great.
Yeah, that's cool. Brad Morin's number was retired. And then Ladd. Is this like Andrew Ladd?
Oh yes, right. Andrew Ladd. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there's
and
3.
Getzlaf then. So 3. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about Ladd.
Yeah, they said his this was an article from 2017 that his was being retired. So, so yeah.
I thought this like the pregame ceremony was going to be a little bit longer, but I'm totally okay with it being a lot of like the post game stuff was that it felt it felt fine and everything like that.
Yeah, like
and
pay the respects and then get into the game and then
let's acknowledge it. Let's get the game on and then we'll celebrate and whatnot.
Yeah,
and I'm totally good with that.
Yeah, in hindsight, it was the perfect length, I think. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I mean, I wanted to know what courses Getzlaf is going to get to go to now. And that was gifted to him. And what do you even call those? Like, it's not an ATV. It's not really is it a buggy? Is that what you call it?
I would say a buggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they called it. Yeah.
But all in the Ducks number 15, like all over that thing. Love the look of it. And I just started laughing and I just went, of course it's Teemu driving it. Of course it is. And he's talking in the intermission too about like he wanted to do donuts in it coming out and whatnot. And I'm like, that'd have been so great. But obviously I understand the ice people being like, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Tell Teemu Solani to like go out there and fix the ice? He's gonna be like, fuck off. No. Like I do what I want. He just has to point up and be like, sorry, what does that say? Oh, is that my name? Yeah.
Yeah, is that my name? Is that my number?
Yeah. I could do donuts if I fucking want to.
Yeah, exactly. Phil, the PA announcer, he's hear him overhead after Teemu comes out doing donuts. Sorry, everybody, there will be a delay to tonight's game because Teemu decided to have some fun on the ice. We'll be delayed here for a little bit while the ice gets resurfaced.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious though.
That would have been perfect. So, yeah.
Love it. And yeah, the after game stuff as well. The quick little speech from Getzlaf to the entire crowd and really everybody watching as well, saying thank you for the 17 seasons and whatnot. His family coming back out and everything like that. All the Ducks players go like right away going and giving him hugs. St. Louis coming in after and like just literally everybody who was able to reach him and that sort of thing. And I genuinely thought for a split second that the video of his kids like deciding what he's going to do in retirement, I actually thought that they were going to like have the kids announce in that video that he was joining the front office or something like that.
Or that
I was kind of waiting for it.
Or that Dallas Eakins was like just a front to like wait to bring Getzlaf in as head coach. That would have
been pretty good. But, like I was straight up like anticipating like, oh, they're gonna announce him for front office or something like that. And then it's just like, nope. See you at home, Dad.
Yeah.
Which I still love that video though. That was a great video. So
that was funny. Do you think they actually like get him on TikTok? Like, because his older kids look like they'd be old enough to be on TikTok.
Oh yeah, they gotta. It'd be great.
I just want to see him rip around in the dune buggy, or not the dune buggy, but I'd get TikTok just to see those.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You got to put like the GoPro inside it as well, so you get like his reaction, like have him mic'd up and everything, and him ripping around at that. That'd be great.
Yeah. I hope that you know what, Teemu probably has one like that as well, so I'd love to see them just like ripping around, just doing buggy races.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they would so be up for it too. But
yeah, that would be good.
Last question I have for you about all of this. Did you tear up at all? If you tell me no, you're a heartless bitch.
Yeah, no, No, it like I wouldn't say like teared up, but like where like you get like the pressure behind your eyes and like
Yeah,
you're just like,
the
oh
nose
man,
gets
this is
stuffy a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, just like that. I guess that's like kind of like tearing up.
that's tearing
Yeah,
up. I call that tearing up.
Specifically in the pregame when they were doing like the I guess video tribute, and like there was people that had worked with him that obviously weren't there that were like, oh, thanks for everything. So like with like Brian Burke and like some former teammates, and like Corey Perry specifically was where I teared up, because like you could tell that like in his voice
You
he
could
was
hear it
getting
in
choked
his
up a little
voice,
bit. Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck, that's like
That's what gets you.
that just like got me. And then thankfully that was the end of the video, and then they just like went on to something else, and I was like, I could like
It's like, okay, thank you.
yeah. And then when he was doing like his post game speech, and like you could tell how emotional he was, I was like,
Yeah.
yep.
He really held it together, though. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
He really
did
held
well.
it together. Props to him. I wouldn't have been able to, but I mean that's just me.
Oh, I would have been a mess, dude.
Yeah. I'd have been a mess too.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you teared up, so I don't even need to ask you, because you're just like, you're a little bitch. So
Yeah, well, I'm an emotional bitch, 100%.
which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing at all. It's okay to cry, guys. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, it was a great night, and like very memorable. No, like not like a memorable game, but like the whole evening was memorable.
Yeah,
Outside,
if the game is memorable, it'll be for a different reason, unfortunately. But
yeah, well, yeah, it's like memorable for like Getzlaf's.
yeah, it's memorable for the outside the game stuff, 100%.
Yeah. So memorable game, but not for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was like a home game against the Kings that like went to overtime or something like that, where Getzlaf got the winner, like that would be.
Oh yeah, then it would be
that
like the whole game would be
perfect.
memorable. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean it would have been too perfect, but
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about for this game here? Or?
No, I got nothing else. Just man, it is gonna be weird to never see Ryan Getzlaf suit up again. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna take some getting used to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. He also finished his career with 1,157 games played, 282 goals, 737 assists. Those are nice, like, palindromic numbers. Yeah. And 1,019 points. So just,
jeez.
yeah.
What a career.
Insane career.
Yeah. Before we head to break, yes or no, Ryan Getzlaf, greatest Duck of all time?
I mean, with recency bias, yeah. You have to say yeah. But like, I don't know. It's
no,
always
the answer
gonna,
is yes. Just leave it. Just leave it. The answer is yes.
I'm just gonna say it's always gonna be a toss up between him and Solani. Like those are the two greatest Ducks of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But for the purposes of this, yes, Getzlaf is the greatest Duck of all time.
Perfect. You heard it here first, folks.
Well, I'm sure.
Actually, no, it's been said a lot.
Other places. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll take our quick break here. On the other side, oh, I don't even know what we have.
We don't have a whole lot. We got upcoming game. There's not really any. Yeah, there's no news or anything like that. So yeah, we got upcoming game. And we got some what's quacking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll throw it over to our friends at DraftKings, and be sure to use promo code THPN, and we've got more discussion on the other side.
Hockey fans, feel the action on the ice like never before with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NHL. Right now, new customers can bet just $1 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still hit the ice for cold hard cash. New customers can make their first deposit and play free for thousands with DraftKings daily fantasy hockey contests. Draft your lineup of 8 skaters and a goalie, rack up points for goals, assists, saves, and more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. And best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So, what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use the promo code THPN, bet just $1 on any NHL team to win, and get $150 in free bets if they do. Again, that's promo code THPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NHL. Must be 21 or older, restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Speaking of some sports betting, you want to hear my absolute blunder today?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So I just wanted to have some fun. There was 11 games going on today, and I decided to put just $1 down on all of the favorites, just for fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would have been a payout of $95.
Well, sorry, did you do a parlay or did you just do single games?
As a parlay, yeah.
You put $1 down in an 11-game parlay.
Yeah. Which would have paid out 95 bucks.
Okay.
And it got promptly shut down by the New Jersey Devils, losing 3-0 to the Detroit Red Wings.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know who would be a favorite in that. Like, obviously by the odds, it was the Devils.
It was New Jersey. Yeah. And I even I'm at the point of like, I'm looking at the favorite on the odds as well as I'm looking at Money Puck for the probability, as well as I'm also looking at the last 10 games. Like I actually like, if I'm like who I'm picking for parlays, I'm taking a look into it. I'm like, okay, what's actually going on here? Cause I want to win money, obviously. And just to add insult to injury as well, I put $5 down on a 5-team parlay. Colorado, Pittsburgh, Edmonton, Boston, and Vegas were my picks.
Okay.
Edmonton spoiled it for me right away.
First thing in the morning.
To Columbus, first thing in the morning. So it's already done. But just to add insult to injury, Pittsburgh lost to the Flyers. Colorado lost to the Jets. And right now, the Vegas Golden Knights are in overtime against the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
The only game that you have was the Boston one.
Was Boston, yeah.
Yeah, out of that 5-game parlay.
No, you know, that's how it goes. Some days you make crazy bets and you get big payouts, and other days just the hockey gods just shit all over you.
Yeah, I think I spent
like one of those elephant shits where they like wave their tail around to like get it everywhere. Like one of those.
Yeah, 100%. I think I used all my luck last night because I made $40 last night and then made nothing today. So
yeah.
But
that's how she goes.
I won't be betting on Monday's game. I guess it's only game. It's Chicago and Philly are playing tomorrow. Not going to be betting on that, but I will be betting on Tuesday. So yeah,
makes sense.
From this not DraftKings place, unfortunately, because DraftKings is only available for fantasy hockey here currently in Alberta, but hoping soon because Ontario is getting DraftKings Sportsbook right away.
Yeah. Honestly, as soon as like as soon as DraftKings is available in our area, like that we're
diving into it.
Yeah, because like I always want to bet with DraftKings because like they have like the better props and like the better odds. Like I'm not even like just saying this because I don't like.
You're not saying it because we're sponsored.
I'm not saying it because it's like an ad. It's like genuinely genuinely. They just do from like looking at it. And I'm like, I want to bet on this, but I can't. So then I have to go and find shittier odds somewhere else. So
yeah, exactly. So just remember, I should actually double check if Sportsbook is available in California because I'm honestly not sure. But if it is, because I'm not gonna look it up right now, just remember that if you bet $1, sign up and bet $1, you could, and that team wins, you can get $150 in free bets. And I can tell you from having a similar promo with a different company, I'm not going to name them, it's well worth it. You can easily make your money. It's free money, right?
Yeah.
Like the amount that I got and what I've won back, I'm still going to have left over after I've already purchased my Minnesota Wild Marc-Andre Fleury jersey. Like I still have more that and I still have more to spend even in order to make more. So it's well worth it. So
Yeah. So promo code
just
THPN.
play responsibly.
Use that.
Yeah. Promo code
Well, yeah.
THPN.
Do that, of course, and be of age and that stuff.
Yes.
So
yes. 21 and older in the United States of America.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. I don't even know what accent that is. I'm just going with the flow right now.
I
cried because of Getzlaf. I got some wine here, just and it's late. Just ignore me.
Yeah, it is. Could we just kind of jump right into the Getzlaf conversation, which is what most people wanted anyways. So I didn't even get to ask, how was your weekend?
Jesus Christ, yeah, it's Sunday. It's been such a blur, honestly. Yeah, it was good. Yesterday I probably should have done some homework, to be honest, but I just needed a day for myself because I have like everything due this week pretty much.
We have a week left, or like 9 days or whatever. So yeah,
something like that. Yeah, but
like, I have everything, 9 days left. I don't know.
Yeah, like everything is like this week for me. It looks like I have a final, I have a homework assignment, I have a project, I have a quiz, and like up until next Sunday, right? Like everything, and then I have 3 days just of study period. Because the Thursday, then I have 2 finals that day and I'm done. I'm like, man, we couldn't have like just spaced all of this at all. Like, cause like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have 2 quizzes, a project, and a final over those 3 days. Like they're all due in those 3 days. I'm like, come on. Like I should be used to this by now, being in like my 7th year. Like I'm a career student at this point, right? Like you're at least wrapping up your career. Like you're going out like Brian Getzlaf from university. I'm still here for another 2. Like finishing up because I decided to go for another like full on degree with mine. So I'm like, oh man, it'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you?
Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. Like you, I should have maybe done some homework, but I did not.
You did some really fun stuff though.
I did, yeah. I went to Comic-Con in Calgary, so that was
nice.
That was a blast.
There's a lot of good guests there. I saw. Like I realized that it was starting this weekend. I'm like, because I actually wanted to go to it. There was. Do you remember? This was. Oh man, this has got to be like 5 years ago now. But we did. We had posted ourselves on r/roast me. You remember this?
Oh yeah.
Which like I still have them saved, and I go back to them every now and then. On both of us, there are some great ones. One of my favorites though for me, and this was before he had a heart attack and lost a lot of weight, like healthily and whatnot. But somebody had put in the comments on like my r/roast me picture, you look like a less fat Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith was at the Calgary Comic-Con this weekend. Yeah. And I wanted to just purely to go get a picture with him and like actually see the side by side comparison. I thought it would have been hilarious. There was at one point, I think I was just trying on like a sport jacket or that kind of thing, right? But it was like I was wearing a t-shirt, jeans, and a backwards snapback, and I put on the sport jacket, right? And that's like the Kevin Smith attire if he's not wearing like the oversized jersey, pretty much. And I looked in the mirror and I'm just like, oh god, I can kind of see it actually.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah,
in a way it's kind of a compliment though, so
yeah, in a way. So there was another one, man. Like I'm remembering some of these now. There was another one that was like, didn't I just see you as a fat comic book nerd or whatever on The Simpsons? And I was like, oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I kind of want to post on there again. Actually, I think it'd be kind of funny just to see what it's always. Yeah, I enjoy it.
It is fun. Like if you can take the joke, it's good.
Yeah. Well, and some of those things are so well crafted as well. Some of those roasts.
There's some good ones.
Love them. Yeah. But yeah. So what? Like Kevin Smith was there, and
the Trailer Park Boys were there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, damn it, that'd been fun.
Into them. Yeah. Yeah, I know the Trailer Park Boys, but I'm not like super into them, so I just like saw them from a distance. But
Yeah.
the main reason I was there was to see the hobbits from Lord of the Rings. My girlfriend's like a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and like
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan too, but like she's like obsessed. So
Elijah Wood, right?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
the
he does. Yeah, he plays Frodo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but she,
or sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say she likes Sean Astin, who plays
Oh, yeah.
Sam, his kind of like his best friend and like partner on the journey. So
Mhm.
so we had I got her a photo op, or I guess I got us a photo op with Frodo and Sam, well,
Nice.
Elijah and Sean for like Christmas 2 years ago, and then when they were supposed to be here, and then COVID. So that was like the big draw for that. And then obviously all four of them were there, so that was super cool.
Yeah. For myself, I would have really liked to have gone to go see Katie Sackhoff, who plays oh, excuse me. Wow.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, you can tell it's late that I'm thank
Yeah.
you, Bo-Katan.
I
When
was
I'm
like,
forgetting
how did I
Star
know
Wars
this and you don't?
characters' names, you know I'm out of it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd have been fun to go meet her and that kind of thing. I did see though, somebody had posted on their TikTok. You remember watching the Spy Kids movies, right?
Oh yeah.
And so they went to Elijah Wood with a picture of him as the guy from Spy Kids 3D. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
man, I forgot about that for a split second. And I just unlocked
Yeah, me too.
a whole like compartment of memories for me, pretty much.
Absolutely. Yeah. I forgot about that too. Man, that's crazy.
And like even
Yeah.
he has like a nice reaction to it. He's like, oh, it's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, love that.
Carl Weathers was there too. He plays I think Grief Karga, is that his name in The Mandalorian?
And
Yeah, I saw him just again like from a distance, but yeah, I really wanted to get an
Rooker was
autograph.
there even too.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Who plays
like,
Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy, Merle Dixon from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Michael Rooker is hilarious. I went to his panel.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, he comes across as an asshole, but like you can tell that he's really nice because he was really good with like the kids, but for some of the people that were like kind of trying to like not like taunt, I guess like kind of taunt, what's the word?
Tease.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
There's like a certain word for like when you go to a comedy show and you're like heckling, that's what it
Heckle,
is.
yeah.
There was like people trying to heckle him and like he was just like giving it right back to him, and that was really good, but like you could tell that he was like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, there was some very cool people there.
I saw another TikTok as well that was it was just like out of context clips from Brendan Fraser's panel.
Oh yeah.
And there was some good stuff out of that too.
Yeah, I didn't get to see his, but yeah, there was some good names there. So
yeah,
we should definitely make an effort to go sometime. But
yeah, because I've never been to it and I'd love to. I think that'd be so much fun. So
yeah,
I was
cool.
like, I was looking also.
That was my first time, so that was awesome. But
yeah, I was trying to look at like what artists were there. There wasn't any that like I really recognized offhand.
Yeah.
But I do remember your girlfriend like telling me about like the expo at some point. And yeah, she would like, I just remember even her saying like, oh yeah, there's this guy and this person there, and I'm just like, yeah, I love all of those artists. And she's like, yeah, like most of them are kind of just like, there's not a big lineup for them or anything like that. And I was like, man, that'd be sweet, because if there's not really a lineup, you could just go like talk to them for a while.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, so. Exactly. Yeah, like you said, I didn't recognize any of the artists that were there, but yeah, like I was walking past their tables like literally like 5 feet from them probably.
Yeah.
So like if it was anyone I recognized, I would have probably lost my mind. But
yeah,
it's super cool. So would definitely recommend to anybody to go to like any Comic-Con nearby. So it's a blast.
100%. Well, and I guess the next big like nerdy geeky kind of convention would be Star Wars Celebration is in Anaheim this year, or it's back.
Oh really?
So
yeah, that's cool.
I think it always goes between, I feel like it goes between Anaheim and London back and forth. So
okay,
and this year would be Anaheim. So
nice.
But
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to go to that at some point, or even to like San Diego Comic-Con or that kind of thing. Like,
that'd be so
New York
fun.
Comic-Con. Yeah, it'd be so fun.
We'll line up when we go to a Ducks game eventually. We'll line it up with like the Star Wars whatever you just said. Star Wars fest.
They got to be back in the playoffs for that because it's normally in May.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we'll line up and then also hit Disneyland. Like, oh man, it's gonna be such a
dude, we got to hit Disneyland. Yeah, like I haven't
like we have to go for 2 weeks to like hit like playoff hockey games, Star Wars convention, Disneyland, like all that stuff.
100%. Because like I haven't been to Disneyland since like what they have the Marvel park in there now, the Star Wars one. Like I haven't seen any of that yet. Like the last time I went was I was maybe 15, something like that. So 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I got you.
I got you beat there. I think I was like 8 when I went. So obviously same thing. Like all those things were gone. But I want to go. Like I don't even really care about Disneyland. I want to go for like the Marvel stuff and like and the Star Wars, like that part. Like obviously Disneyland will be cool, but there's also like the Harry Potter Wizarding World in Anaheim as well. And like I know J.K. Rowling kind of sucks. I thought
that was in Florida.
There's one in Anaheim now as well. I'm like 95% sure.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I know that we don't like giving J.K. Rowling money, but like I'm a sucker for Harry Potter stuff. So
yeah, I get it. It is kind of that walk the line kind of thing. It feels wrong, but
yeah.
I try just not to put too much into it.
Yeah, it's like, you know, where people like justify not like donating to things because they're like, oh well, like my money's not going to make a difference, and it's like, well, $5 could be a meal for somebody. So like I kind of justify it the opposite way, where I'm like, well, like is my ticket really going to make a difference? Like I'm one of like millions of people that probably go every year, so like doesn't matter.
It does make a difference when the third Fantastic Beasts movie does not do very well.
That's the thing.
Mind you, though, there's a lot of shit behind that movie.
Yeah.
Like the J.K. Rowling stuff, the Johnny Depp stuff, and like, oh my god. Yeah, there's so much going on with that right now.
And now there's like the Ezra Miller stuff going on with him.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is just fucked right now.
Yeah, it's
like Ezra Miller's been like 3 different instances in like the last month or something like that. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, not good.
But
not good at all. But
Warner Brothers execs are just like, it's okay, we got money. Just hold on to the money.
Yeah,
that's all they're doing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but
well, that successfully killed some time to make it so this episode would be longer than an hour. So we can carry on now with upcoming games here, which is Tuesday against the San Jose Sharks, 7:30 Pacific time. Getzlaf won't be playing in this one, even though it's another California rivalry. Like, obviously, he wanted his last game to be at Honda Center. Totally makes sense. But San Jose's got to, they're eliminated now, aren't they?
Yeah, but I am pulling up what's going on in the game right now. We're at Friday.
Yeah, let's see.
Saturday, Sunday. There we go. What's going on in the game?
They won, actually. Now? They won 5-4 in the shootout.
Oh, okay. Did that eliminate Vegas? Or did that just make it even harder?
I think it just made it even harder because they could still get into the wild card spot. Because they had 89 this morning, so I think they would be at 90 points with 79 games played. So just 3 back from Dallas with the same amount of games played. So they're not eliminated yet, but it's still quite hard.
Man, the West is going to be fun, like right up until the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, even
unlike the East, who are just like, we're just going to set ourselves up in November. Get fucked.
Yeah.
No.
the East is getting interesting in terms of matchups still, because Washington is creeping up like right on Pittsburgh with a game in hand, so they could potentially knock them down to the wild card. So,
which is
that's
crazy. Like I'm looking at like the line between Washington and the Islanders. You go from 44 wins to 35. You go from 100 points to 80 points. You go from a 633 point percentage to a 506.
Yeah, it's just like not even close.
Not
like you look at Florida compared to the Islanders, a 40 point difference. That's insane.
Gee, you go from Florida to Washington, and it's a 20-point difference. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not
The
even that
NHL
Washington's a bad team, but like
Yeah.
they're probably just gonna get stomped by Florida if they unless if they stay in the wild card. Like,
Yeah,
nuts.
100%. Oh man. The NHL needs to return to the 1-8 seeding. I'm done with this wild card shit.
Yeah, 1-8 has always been superior. Like the
Yeah.
wild card was fun for a little bit, but I'm over
I didn't
it.
understand the point of like having to go to that. It didn't make sense
Yeah.
to me, but
Yeah, I don't know.
because really it's just like currently you're gonna have the Rangers and Pittsburgh play against each other in the first round. Both are great, fun, exciting teams to watch, and you're gonna get rid of one of them right away.
Mhm.
Like you would think that you want the really good hockey to come later on, right? Like those kind of matchups to come later on, but I don't
Yeah.
know. That's
Yeah,
just me.
same with
but-
the West too. Like there's the St. Louis Minnesota matchup. Like those are two teams that could go all the way to the Western Conference Final,
And you're
one of
gonna
them's
knock one out in the
round
first
exit.
round. Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Like, yeah, that's the part I don't like about it. But
Mhm.
yeah, well, no, I don't even really like it. I'm not even going to try and justify it. Like that
I just
part
don't
is-
like it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, but that is the part that I don't like about it. Personally, like that to me is the reason to go back to the 1-8.
100%.
So, anyways, we started talking about San Jose and very quickly got off track. So,
Yeah, it's because nobody cares about
mean,
San Jose.
yeah, like this is a
Unless they're beating Vegas and costing them the playoffs, which
yeah,
that would just be the icing on the cake for this entire season for me. Just for
Vegas not making the
everything.
playoffs. Yeah,
Vegas not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because man, it is still just
I hope
such
they-
a shit show over there.
I hope they miss out by 1 point so that it's San Jose fucking them up.
Oh,
Just from that. When was that playoff series? Like 4 years ago.
yeah, it would have been because it was Pete DeBoer's last for San Jose, and then
Yeah,
Gerard Gallant got fired, and Pete DeBoer took over. Yeah, and it's just been fucking shit up for the Vegas Golden Knights ever since.
yeah.
Yeah, have you been following along with like the Leonard stuff over the last week?
Briefly, because I have him on like the THPN fantasy league, but I'm not playing
Yeah,
this week. So, but yeah, he had like season-ending surgery, and then he was back healthy today. Or
I'm
something.
honestly so confused, and I feel like actual insiders, like even Elliot Friedman's hit on 32 Thoughts yesterday, was like, "This is what I've kind of gathered," but he still even seemed unsure, right? Of like, you know, like Leonard didn't play great for a couple of games. Pete DeBoer just like calls him out, kind of unnecessarily, and then Leonard's just like, "Yeah, actually, I am hurt as hell. It sounds like they knew about this, and I would like to go have surgery actually instead." And then DeBoer is like asked about it the next day, and he's just like, "I haven't heard anything about that." It's like, dude, you are the head coach of the team. Like, okay, there's something going on here. Figure your shit out, right? Like,
yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't
there's
hear that much,
no-
so
there-
that's crazy.
there seems to be so little talk within the Vegas organization, right? Like what last year it was Bill Foley telling Marc-Andre Fleury and his wife that Fleury will retire as a Vegas Golden Knight, and then he will be set up in Vegas for the rest of his life, pretty much. And then a couple months later, Vegas management is just like, "Nah, see you later. We're gonna literally take an ECHL guy that's never gonna play for us whatsoever, just so we can have $7 million free." It's like there's no talk here. What's going on?
Yeah, it's
So
a mess of a franchise. Like
it really is. Yeah.
to an extent, it gets results, and like it kind of works because like they're very much treated as a business, and like that's good. I think in some respects, hockey teams need to be like that, but it's not. Something's not working here. Like they need to figure something out.
It's a
Because I think
business,
the
but
best-
be human about it. Jesus.
Yeah, because I think the best hockey teams. Sorry, let me start over. The teams that win the Stanley Cup every year aren't necessarily the best hockey in terms of skill. The best hockey team, like it's not
Yeah.
the teams with the best players. It's the team with the best chemistry. So
Mhm.
just really, it comes down to the team that gets along the best. And yes, there's some extent of like skill. Like look at Tampa Bay. Like you have to have the Stamkos, Kucherov, Hedman, Vasilevsky
Yeah.
type of guys to get you that far and get you the goals. But you look at how much fun that team has when they play, and like how long that group has been together. Like that's why they're such a successful team.
Mhm. Well, take a
But I
look
don't
at
see that with
their
Vegas, right?
yeah. Take a look at Tampa's opponent in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, the Montreal Canadiens. You'd look at that roster on paper and go, "There's no way this team is in the final." Like, yeah, they
Yeah.
got Shea Weber and Carey Price, but and okay, and Philip Deneau. But the rest of it, But it's just because that
Mhm.
team was just working so well together, right? That they were able to
Yeah.
come back from a massive deficit against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are like still kicking themselves over that. And it's been almost a
Yeah.
year at this point since that happened, right?
Yep.
You go through we were talking about Vegas, they go through Vegas. I forget who the other team they had to go through was. Winnipeg. Because it was the Canadian
Yep.
division. And Winnipeg had just swept the Edmonton Oilers, right? Like
Mhm.
the Montreal Canadiens were just playing well together. That's all it was. So
Yeah.
yeah. And that's how, and really, that's how the Anaheim Ducks were at this for the good chunk of this season, right?
The first half, easily, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't really look at that roster and be like, there's really any standouts or that kind of thing. It was just everybody
Mhm.
working together, right? And you could see it in like the stats of everybody, right? Like we talked over the last couple of
Yeah.
years of like, hey, like this needs to get kind of spread out a little bit more, and but have like that one guy who's really leading the charge, and that was this year for a good chunk of it. So
Yeah,
but
exactly. So that's we'll get into that more for like our season wrap up episode. I guess that'll be next week already. Next Sunday.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, come out next Monday. Yeah, so that's crazy. We'll get into that, but like that's I think a big takeaway from this season is what you just said there. So yeah, do you want to give a score prediction for this game against the Sharks?
Nah.
Okay. I don't
no,
know.
Yeah, sure. I'll give one. We'll go 3-2 in overtime, but I don't know who.
Oh, come on. You got to pick someone.
Okay, fine. Just because I'm in a feel good moment right now. Anaheim. 3-2 in overtime in Anaheim.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go Anaheim too. I'll go 4-2.
All right. Man, I had a whole bit for you to pull San Jose, and you ruined it. All right, that's all good.
Oh, yeah. Like for me to predict San Jose.
Yeah, I was ready for you to pick San Jose. He took Anaheim, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, I guess we don't get to find out the bit now.
No, it's all good.
Let's I guess let's get into what's quacking. That's the last thing on our list.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a break, or do you just want to do it?
Yeah, let's do a break quick. We still got to shout out our friends on the network. Yeah.
True. We're at I guess this one. So yeah, a what's quacking of undetermined length will follow this short break here.
What's up, everybody? It's Jaron from the Hockey Podcast Network's newest show, the Windy City Benders Podcast. My co-host Tanner and I bring our unique takes on Blackhawks hockey.
Us on this show have been a pro Carlton guy. He's the right coach for the situation.
Giving it to our rivals.
That's one of the things that kind of sucks. I wish we would have had the Blues in our division this year because our trash.
As well as bringing in some guests from the NHL.
Please welcome to the show goaltender Scott Darling, the Eagle himself, Ed Belfour,
Brian Bickle,
David Boland,
Letterkenny.
The show started out with basically a beer league hockey team.
And anybody who loves the game. Find us on all your favorite podcast apps, the Hockey Podcast Network website, and on social media at WCB Podcasts.
That is a very old ad, obviously, because, that is not the newest show on the network anymore. But we do actually have a new show called Hockey Unfiltered. And there was an ad that I was going to play here. It's just an MP3, so that's why we don't have it. But I will.
Are we doing the microphone thing? Yes.
Yeah, I'll just play it this way. Yeah.
Hi, I'm here with Ken Campbell. He's a 30-year veteran of the hockey journalism world. He's most known for never making hot takes. And certainly, even if he did, there's no chance they'd blow up in his face.
No chance. And this is Dylan Waugh, my co-host. And he's also the brains behind the Hockey Unfiltered empire. He built the set. He has all the technology. He produces every episode. And he actually wrote and recorded on his own the theme music for our podcast. So he's actually quite a valuable member of this team. And if he could just kind of learn a little bit about hockey, he'd actually make himself invaluable.
And the best news of all is that Hockey Unfiltered is joining the Hockey Podcast Network. So if you want to hear from NHL GMs and the top insiders in the game, you won't want to miss this new podcast starring Ken Campbell, the NHL's #1 outsider, coming soon to the Hockey Podcast Network.
So yeah, definitely go check that out. That's Ken Campbell's been around the league as a journalist for a long time. So this is like our 32 Thoughts podcast on the network here. So definitely go check that out. What are you laughing about?
So I didn't know actually that we had picked up Ken and Dylan on the network for a new show. I'm just kind of laughing because like, oh yeah, sweet. We got.
Did you bash him on Twitter or something like that?
Oh, multiple times. There's maybe been like 2 Ken Campbell tweets that I've ever like agreed with. That's where I'm like, that something is really like going here when Ken and I agree on something.
Yeah.
So like when he was just saying like he never puts hot takes or whatever, I'm like, oh man, like I feel called out. Well, welcome Ken and Dylan to the network.
I
haven't really seen Ken a whole lot across my timeline lately, so but I promise I won't be doing that anymore. I will keep my thoughts to myself in that respect.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been in part of the network for a couple 2-3 weeks now. I forget. And I've just like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I gotta like rip the MP3 to like make an ad for this, and I just kept forgetting. I was like, you know what, we just gotta play it from the phone. So
okay, well just send it to me and I'll make that my work for next week.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. But yeah, just also wanted to shout that out, get you guys in on that. So be sure to go check out Hockey Unfiltered, Ken and Dylan's podcast there.
Yeah,
so double ad this week.
I feel so called out right now. Like I feel like that entire commercial was just like, Nate, I know you were listening to this now.
Probably to an extent, yeah. But
yeah,
don't worry, the network doesn't revolve around you. So
no, I know it doesn't, obviously, but except for when the topic of Miracle Whip comes up, then I'm the center of attention apparently still. But
yeah. Oh, sorry. And then we also totally forgot to plug our merch. I'm repping the TQR locker room collection here. It's a nice hoodie. It's very soft. Also, it has like
they are soft, eh?
I don't give a shit about it, but I know some people do. They got like the little hooks or like loops to hang on like the hooks for your you know what I'm talking about? It's like a thing that like dresses have, where they got like the
here, show it again.
Like they got like the little plastic loops to like hang dresses on or whatever. Yeah. But like these ones, they got like little fabric loops to put on like the insides of the coat hanger, I don't use them, but I just like felt it in there. I was like, what is that? And then
you're like, oh sweet.
So
perfect.
If it has that, it's quality is what I'm trying to say. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you're repping the hat and main collection here. So
yeah, I got all the main collection stuff on right now. So
yeah, but I just realized we forgot to plug that again. We just like jumped right into the Getzlaf stuff, so it totally really threw off the whole rhythm.
Threw it off. Yep. TQRshop.myspreadshop.com. Again, that's TQRshop.myspreadshop.com.
And if you're watching along, it's
at the
bottom of the screen now. So
yeah,
go check that out if you want some sweet Quack Report merch. Okay, now
Oh, hey,
Finally.
actually, sorry.
Okay.
Last plug. Last plug.
We're not even going to get to what's quacking. We're done after.
No, we aren't. This is not a us promo. This is from our suppliers, a spread shop. They're offering 20% off right now, actually. And
sick.
by the time you're all listening to this episode, it would be the last day of it. I didn't realize that. So yeah, 20% off. And it doesn't take away from us, actually. So you get to save, you still support us in the full amount. It's a good deal.
It's perfect.
We got yeah, and it's a great time actually to pick up a brand new Skillin' It Up shirt with Trevor Zegras' beautiful face on it. Go check it out. Go buy it. There's long sleeves and short sleeves versions of it. So yeah, go do it. So I also got one of the main collection tanks as well. It's starting to get warmer out. They're super soft but really light. They're great.
Nice.
I love them. I need a couple more for the
good.
gym. So
perfect.
Yeah. Go check it out.
Okay.
20% off right now.
Can we get into what's quacking now?
Yes,
Have
you
we
can do
missed
it now.
anything?
No, you can do it.
Cool.
No, wait. I'm fucking with you. All right. And so, okay, we're going to have some fun with you again, Carter.
Okay.
I have a TikTok here. I forget who it is or what's his handle offhand, but I will say it once the video is played. I'm going to show you this video. All right. Okay. And this guy is talking very Canadian. And this idea came up to me, actually. I had this saved for a while, just as like a backup idea. But CJ Woodling from the Crash the Pond podcast had put out a tweet tonight. Brian Getzlaf may have been in Anaheim for 17 seasons, but the man still sounds so aggressively Canadian when talking to his teammates. As Canadians ourselves, we can 100% confirm that, yes, Ryan Getzlaf sounds very much Canadian still to his teammates.
Yeah.
So that's where this idea came from. So we are going to, or I'm gonna play this clip because, again, I know the majority of our listeners are American. We're gonna play this clip and just listen to it at first, all right? And then we're gonna have Carter translate for us what's going on, what this guy is trying to say, all right? In case you don't understand what he's saying, all right? So we're gonna play the clip first, and then we're gonna break it down, all right?
Okay,
here we go.
A video where you just speak proper Canadian to the point where we can't understand you. You know what, bud? I'm pretty sure I can help you out with that one there, because just the other day I decided to fuck the dog and take a rip over to Tim's to grab a double and some Timbits. Tell you right now, there's some pretty not bad pricing on that shit, because it only set me back a couple loonies and a toonie. After that, skirted on over to the Lickbo. Figured a couple wobbly pops wouldn't get the job done, even if I grabbed a twofer of them, and everyone knows there's not enough juice inside of Mickey, so I just decided to fucking send it straight for a 260. You know what, bud? You get some of that in you with a couple darts there, and it'll turn you into a proper fucking shit disturber right on the spot. Anyway, brought the Twixer over to the bush with some buddies to get some fucking shinny going, and a couple Habs fans showed up with their stupid sweaters there. Tell you right now, bud, the chirps were just fucking flying, bud. Their twigs were in worse shape than our goddamn government, and that shit's in fucking shambles right now, I'll tell you that. Anyway, if you're ever in the market for a new bunny hug or a toque there, make sure...
Oh, man. All right.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot, but we're gonna break it down piece by piece. All right, we're gonna do this like a play breakdown. We're gonna just do a segment of it, and you're gonna explain what's going on. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
You're gonna put this in everybody else English, not Canadians. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll do my best, because there's some where I was like, I don't even know how to describe that, but we'll give her a go.
So we're gonna break this down here. All right, here we go.
You know what, bud? I'm pretty sure I can help you out with that one there, because just the other day I decided to fuck the dog and take a rip over to Tim's to grab a double and some Timbits. Tell you right now, there's some pretty not bad pricing on that shit, because it only set me back a couple loonies and a toonie. All
right, so what's going on here, Carter?
So the fuck the dog thing, I actually don't know. I've only ever heard it as like, I've heard you say it as in like I messed up kind of thing, but that doesn't make sense in this context. So
no,
maybe, so you're gonna have to help me with the fuck the dog one.
Okay, so fucking the dog is. I can imagine my girlfriend's outside in the next room, like hearing this. And be,
what are they talking about now?
So fucking the dog is just like being lazy, essentially, like not doing your job. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually never heard that, so that's a new one for me.
yeah,
Off to a hot start, but
yeah. I'll start here. You know what? Just in case, we'll pull it up on Urban Dictionary here.
okay.
Because Urban Dictionary is always right. Yeah, fuck the dog, to do nothing at all, or at least nothing of productive use. So,
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
yeah. For context, Bill was so hungover at work on Monday, and the boss was out. He just sat at his desk and fucked the dog all day.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like the phrase makes sense too. Like, not that I like
it does, but it doesn't at the same time. I don't know where
Yeah,
it
like-
originated or that, but
like, yeah, I don't know either, but like, if you just fuck the dog all day, like in a literal form, like that's not a very productive.
that's
day.
wrong. That's
It's,
so
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, it's also very wrong. Yeah, but
Please
yeah.
don't do that. God.
No. Oh God, no. Like, my line is at Beauty and the Beast. Like that's
And even that's crossing it. Let's be honest.
that is the line. That is like right on the line. You know, where it's like, is it like, come on? So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right,
The
let's get off
bar
the
is
bestiality
already too
train
low.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good call.
So he was fucking the dog all day long, and then what?
Well, he said he went out for a rip, which is just, you know, going for a drive, like
Yep.
generally with a purpose. You know, in this case, going to Tim Hortons coffee shop, similar to Dunkin' Donuts down in the States. I don't know if there's any European equivalents, but you know, your chain coffee shop.
Yeah.
And he ordered himself a double, which is a coffee with 2 cream, 2 sugars, and Timbits, which are donut holes.
Yeah.
I think I covered it all. Oh, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Only set him back a couple loonies. Is that what he said?
Loonies and toonies. Yeah.
A couple loonies and toonies. So loony, $1. Toonie, 2 loonies, $2. And it's called a loony because there is a loon, which is a Canadian animal, kind of like a duck, but like not like a duck goose. If a goose took advantage of a duck, you get a loon.
Yeah, sure.
That's about the best way I can describe
right.
it, honestly.
Okay. So now to put it all
Yeah.
together, after he decided he was done being lazy for the day, doing nothing, he decided to go to Tim
He
Hortons.
decided to go get a coffee with 2 cream and 2 sugars in it and some donut holes. That for very reasonable prices. You know, only a couple bucks, couple dollars.
There you go. All right. Next part here.
Okay.
For that, skirted on over to the Lickbo. Figured a couple wobbly pops wouldn't get the job done, even if I grabbed a twofer of them. And everyone knows there's not enough juice inside of Mickey.
Okay, I'm going to break this one down a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
you got to make this one a little shorter because there's a lot going on.
Because this
here.
part is a lot here. All right.
There's
what's
a lot to unpack. So, going down to the Lickbo liquor store, alcohol store, because we don't up in Canada you can't just go to you know your local convenience
Walmart.
store or your Walmart and pick up alcohol. Like you got to have separate stores. They're generally like right beside the other store, like the grocery store.
Just a separate building.
Separate building, separate entrance, all that. You might have to help me with where or like the order of events because I don't actually remember.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Couple wobbly pops wouldn't get the job done. Wobbly pops, you know, couple beers.
Beers. Yep.
Yeah. There's just a plethora of like terms for beers up here. Like I don't think I've ever actually said like, well, I mean, like when I go to a restaurant, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just have a beer or whatever, or like at the bar. But like usually, what you're saying, like you're going out for drinks with the boys. It's like, oh yeah, go have a couple wobbly pops. I honestly, it's so late, I can't even think of other just like terms that I've used for it. But
yeah,
a couple beers wouldn't get the job done. Gonna have to have more than that. Then he said, I think. Not enough juice left in it. Or everyone knows there's not enough juice in a Mickey, not enough alcohol in a small beverage container. We looked up the sizes beforehand, and what was it, like 300 and some mils?
Yeah, a Mickey is 375 milliliters.
Okay, which in freedom units is
13 ounces.
yeah. 12 and a half, 13 ounces. Yeah. So just
and there's
a
also
little
the
bottle. It's like a
the-
flask size kind of thing. So
yeah. There's also the twofer.
oh yeah, two for 24 pack of
Beer.
wobbly pops.
Yeah.
Which, if you need a recap on that, is beer. Just in
All
case
right.
you're not keeping up.
Yeah, I think you got it there.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, next part.
So I just decided to fucking send it straight for a 260. You know what, bud? You get some of that in you with a couple darts there, and it'll turn you into a proper fucking shit disturber, right?
Again, a lot to unpack. So, send it straight for a 2.6. Send it straight, send it, like,
Go for it.
go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, just doing the thing. For a 2.6, which is 26 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So that one's already in your freedom units. So, 768 milliliters. So, yeah, it's like 750 mils usually, but close enough to.
It's your
26.
typical bottle of something.
Yeah, you like the tall, skinny one, whatever that is. So
Yeah.
What did he say after that?
And or I think it's like if you put that and a couple darts together, you become a real shit disturber.
Oh yeah, darts, cigarettes.
Yeah.
So, drinking and smoking, which don't do that, kids. That's nasty. Come a what is it? Come a right shit disturber.
Become a right proper shit disturber.
Right,
I
proper
believe is what
shit
he says.
disturber. Yeah, just get just getting real messy. Like, yeah, like right proper is like it's just like an adjective. Like you could say like just very fucking messy. It's like just proper messy. Like it means the same kind of thing.
You are hammered. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think it's a kind of a carryover from like British slang, because they're all like, "Oh, I just got
I got no
proper
idea.
wasted, mate."
What the fuck?
That was terrible. I know.
Oh, all right. We're moving on here.
On the spot. Anyway, brought the Twixer over to the bush with some buddies to get some fucking shinny going, and a couple Habs fans showed up with their stupid sweaters there. Tell you right now, bud, the chirps were just fucking flying, bud. They're
Okay.
So
We'll go
brought
there.
the Twix over to the bush. Brought the twig, the hockey stick, over to the bush, which is just like your backyard, like your pond, like frozen over pond, your backyard. It's not even a rink. It's literally like a frozen lake. Is kind of because like an outdoor rink is we abbreviate like ODR or just ODR usually outdoor rink.
ODR.
But bush, correct me if I'm wrong here, but is like
It's the woods.
It's the woods, yeah. Like where this guy is, if he happens upon a frozen lake, that's the bush there.
Yeah.
Taking your Twix out to the bush, going out to the frozen lake to play some hockey with your hockey stick. Couple Habs showed up in their sweaters. A couple Montreal Canadiens fans.
Yeah, this part should be
presumably,
pretty
and-
self-explanatory.
Yeah, in their Montreal Canadian sweaters. That's a hockey
Jerseys.
one.
Yeah.
The chirps were just fucking flying. I mean, chirps. The insults.
Yeah, if you're
the
not a
taunts.
hockey fan, thank you for getting this far into the episode. But
Yeah,
also,
right.
you know what chirps
Yeah.
are, obviously.
Yeah. I'm trying to explain it in case there's like,
Just in
you
case.
know.
Yeah, I get it.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe like if there's like newer listeners that are wanting to learn or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Man, if this is somebody's
the
first
taunts are
episode
just
of
going
us.
back and forth. Oh, that's messy.
That's messy. I would definitely suggest listening to a different episode as well.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So we're good to continue now, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I think we covered it.
Twigs were in worse shape than our goddamn government, and that shit's in fucking shambles right now.
I'm just gonna laugh at that part.
Yeah, that's just a good one.
It's just true. It's just true.
The government's
Tell
all
you
over
that.
the place.
Anyway, if you're ever in the market for a new bunny hug or a toque there, make sure.
Okay, now I'll cut it there because he does do some self promotion there. But what's a bunny hug and what's a toque? The
Toque
one thing
is,
is very like a specific area in Canada.
Yeah. So toque is like your beanie, like your soft wool winter hat kind of thing. But yeah, the bunny hug is like very specific to Saskatchewan. And it's what I'm wearing right now. So
Your hoodie.
it's a sweater specifically with a hood. which
Yeah.
I'm gonna choke myself with my headphones here, but a bunny hug because it's soft and like wraps you up.
I just love
this
to
looks
get that
awful
on
with
camera.
with the headphones. But here,
That looks so good. That looks too good.
this is a bunny hug right here. So
There you go. Yeah, your hoodie.
But yeah, very specific to Saskatchewan, which to tie it all back together, where Ryan Getzlaf is from. So
There you go.
he's always repping the bunny hugs, I'm sure.
All right. Well, Carter, you are a Canadian. I'm willing to give you a pass. I'll give you a solid 8.5 out of 10 on your
nice.
Canadian slang there. There's a couple things I had to help you out with, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it happens.
There's some of the more
can't be
vague
expert.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have to be deported, which is good. I can still enjoy my maple syrup and my
I don't even think
poutine.
you can get deported. You're not from anywhere else. You're
Yeah,
a Canadian citizen.
that's true. Yeah. I guess if I really fucked up, I'd probably just get like sent out to sea on like a raft or something.
Or you just get 5 minutes in the bin.
Yeah.
We're just gonna sit you for a bit. It's all good. Oh man. Well, I'm very proud of you for
thanks.
getting that, because I genuinely have shown that to a couple of people, and they're like, I didn't catch some of it, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah. I mean, some of it is very specific to like hockey. So like you could, if you're a Canadian that doesn't like hockey, well then first of all, you're just from Minnesota.
What?
Or whatever. I guess Minnesota likes hockey. Never mind.
I was like,
No, I fucked that up.
oh man.
If you're not a Canadian and you like hockey, you're from Minnesota. You're like
Or
an honorary
California.
Canadian.
Or California.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're an honorary summer Canadian on Vancouver, or in Vancouver.
Yeah. I don't even, honestly, I don't even remember where I was going with that anymore. So
I don't know either. That's all good.
we're good. Yeah. It's so late here.
Yeah, it's like 11:30 right now.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if you're expecting this on Monday and it comes out on Tuesday. I'm just kidding.
I was like, man, I already tweeted out that we got a new episode coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, I think before we descend totally into just proper madness, man, then that was bad. Nate, where can they learn their Canadian from you?
Oh my god, dude. How long have we been friends now? Like almost 10 years. You still like do not fail to crack me up. Oh man. Oh, all right. You can ask me any Canadian lingo questions on Twitter at Tate Nomas, TATENHOMAS.
As well, you can hit us up at Quack Report Pod, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch to get more Quack Report stuff. Myself on Twitter at Carter_Pots, POTTS_97. Thanks for listening. Go Getzlaf.